It's time to become magnetic. To call in the most powerful version of yourself. Self-love, beauty. So you can become magnetic. Call in all the opportunities, people, energies that will support you and create your most beautiful dream life. Starting with turning that magnetic powers on, so you can call in whatever it is you desire and whatever it is you need. And I believe like becoming magnetic and becoming beautiful, attracting people, has very little to do with like physical appearance. It has to do with becoming so authentic in your own energy and in your own vibe that you become like so attractive. People cannot stay away from you. Your opportunities are drawn to you because you become like a magnet. And one part of that is beauty. And I believe that you can go and do all the, surgery, Botox, all of that without attracting people, without becoming magnetic. And the reverse, I believe that you can do nothing and still becomes so attractive that people cannot just like, they feel your energy. And that is what we're gonna work on. The energetic magnetism of being in your fucking power. Okay. So, as usual, I bring up everything to the surface that we need to remove first, because there's things blocking you that is keeping you from stepping into this fullest magnetic, irresistible power. Yeah, there's a lot of fear coming up, so bring that up to the surface. There's a lot of subconscious blocks, so we're gonna go through them together and just clear them out. Okay, the first one that comes up is fear of jealousy. Both like kind of like, okay, this is a double one. I'm gonna go in with, do some psychic surgery, energetic surgery. So the first aspect that comes up is like you like realizing that you've been jealous of other people that are magnetic. Very subconscious jealousy. And if you become magnetic, other people will become jealous of them. So it's kind of both like guilt of you being jealous of others, and then there is fear of other people being jealous of you if you become too irresistible. And that's scary. That people will look at you and don't like you. Okay, so this is the inner people pleaser that comes up. So it's both the guilt of like you not liking other people because you are a people pleaser, and like that codependent energy of like you're only supposed to like other people, and when you don't like other people, even if they deserve it, or are jealous, like when you are human, you feel a lot of immense guilt, so you push it down. It becomes really subconscious. And then there is this fear of like other people not liking you, because when you stop becoming a people pleaser, people stop becoming pleased, and that is okay. So let's go in and pull that fear out. God, it's yucky energy. Okay. Okay, we're coming in, is moving into the another part energy that is connected to this, and it's like kind of like self-disgust. Just kind of being disgusted by yourself, that you are jealous of other people, which is just, you know, human. And then there's kind of like this just self-loathing, self-disgust kind of energy that comes up. It feels like this is very rooted in like societal norms. So it's kind of like self-loathing that you picked up when you are becoming affected by, you know, the norms of how you should look like. You know, that you are not skinny enough, or that you're too skinny, that you're not looking a certain way, and because of that you're not fitting in with that beauty norm. You kind of create this kind of self-loathing and self-disgust. This is most common with women, but it's very common with men too. Okay, so it comes up now. It's as common with men. It's just women turn their self-loathing and aggression inwards and becomes self-harming in different ways. Self-harm is not only like physically hurting yourself, it's being unkind to yourself is also self-harm. Being mean towards yourself, being your own bully, that is self-harm. And men have that too, but they kind of like push it outwards and become aggressive to the surroundings. So it's just a different. And if we look at the world, men are really aggressive, right? Doing a lot of bad shit. And that is self-loathing coming out, getting projected towards another person. Conservatism of just like not liking other people being free and expressing themselves however they want to do in their gender, sexuality, all of that, is self-loathing. Like you cannot grasp other people being in their own authentic self and in their own power, because you're not allowing yourself to be that. You're pushing yourself down and pushing yourself into a box. Let's see what more we can find. And there's this sadness that comes up now. There's this sadness of like, sadness / victimhood of like, oh, I will never be pretty. I will never be magnetic. It's just for other people. This little girl that just want to be rescued, or this little child. Just want to be rescued. Okay. This sadness is kind of stopping you from becoming your most powerful self, because it's keeping you stuck in your child self, in your victim self. Just like a little, it's like sadness and hopelessness of just like, well, it will never happen to me. Boo, boo, boo. Which is fair, but it's not helping you right now. So you can decide, either I stay in victimhood or I just grow up. I'm an adult now. I can actually change. I'm an adult now. I am responsible for my own energetic well-being. Because that is what it is, like the magnetism is connected to your self-love, self-worth. Okay, that comes up a lot of like, but there's a lot of people that aren't happy, that are still magnetic. True. And this kind of also creates this kind of dissonance inside of you, because you've seen like actors and superstars. They're very charismatic, magnetic, but they aren't happy, and they even kill themselves or drown themselves in drugs, stuff like that. So it becomes this of just like, right now there's a lot of you have subconscious blocks not believing me. So let's bring that up. And I kind of want to separate like that kind of attractiveness from bone deep magnetism. So this is not okay. So now I know. So this is not what we want you to be. Is not magnetic for anything. We don't want you to be magnetic, period. We want you to be magnetic to your highest, best, most wonderful dream life that actually is in soul alignment with who you are. So sometimes this means not attracting what you think you want, but attracting what you actually need. It's a soul-based magnetism. When you see that magnetism in, superstars. Some of them you can feel that magnetism, but it's kind of like empty behind it's like, how to explain it? So I see the energy going towards them and then it kind of stops. It doesn't filter in. So they become like an empty void that just needs more and more attention and more eyes on them and more success, and they're still hungry. We don't want that. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. So we want this energy to come to you and go into you and fill you up and balance you and make you like strong and powerful and in your authentic self and center. So it's again having that soul deep magnetism. That is soul desired base. You magnetizing and attracting everything that you desire from your soul. And that could be experiencing things that make you shed the other beliefs that you have about yourself. It can mean that you attract a shit ton of shadow work. Sorry, not sorry. So you can move through it and become the most powerful version of yourself. Okay, so, but this is just like, I want to put on an extra layer of like attracting more than you believe that you can. So this is kind of calling in more than you think that you can deserve. So many of you just like block yourself by dreaming and thinking and desire very small. So what comes through now is kind of like turning up the magnetism energy, calling in more than you believe that you can and deserve. That's a good one. I'm breaking up the energy now. There's a lot of reprogramming that we're doing. So it's like old energy that I've pulled out and worked with you, and I'm just breaking it up into pieces so it can disintegrate and just leave you. So everything that I do that is like tapping and clicking and is breaking up the energy, the stagnated energy, the false beliefs, the false programmings. It's kind of like me being an masseuse therapist and just like tapping and pushing on the knot until it's kind of like releases. But these kind of beliefs are often, they're like not just one thread that we can cut, they are more like a web, because it's so many beliefs that created this kind of deeper inner belief. So we need to break it up in several points. So if you want to help me, you can move your body, tap on your body. It's like, you know, like this. Just find points and spots that you feel called to tapping, to reprogram and kind of like it's also helping their nervous system to release and relax, because we're doing a lot of reprogramming old beliefs here, disassembling the web so we can build a new energetic web of new beliefs. So we've been disassembling a lot of that, so I'm gonna do some smoke clearing. Clearing out, just making, it's kind of like we cleared out the room and now we're just cleaning it up. And now we're gonna start designing and organizing this clear room. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna fill up with some divine source energy first. Kind of like painting the walls. So you can decide on what kind of color and what kind of energy you want to receive. Setting that tone. Getting ready for some interior design of your new beliefs. When it comes to magnetism, beauty, irresistibleness. Okay. So you can start by opening up your third eye, so you can actually see the truth of who you are, the truth of your path. Activating your truth seeing. can tap just in between your eyebrows, activating that third eye. If it's not already activated, I feel a lot of you is already turned on. Okay. Open up for downloads. Turning that magnetic aura on. Turning your energetic power on. Turning on fearlessness, courage, power, magnetism, strength, joy. So coming on a lot of like desire and joy and playfulness. Letting that in now. Everywhere you're holding yourself back, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you're not stepping into your full magnetic power, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you're still holding back, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you're still holding back, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you fear your power, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you fear your power, your true raw magnetism power, uncreate, delete the story through all dimension, time and space. This life, past life, future lives. Uncreate now. Everywhere you're still holding back, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you're still holding back, uncreate, delete the story. Everywhere you're still holding back, uncreate, delete this story. This life, past life, future lives. Uncreate, delete the story. Deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Push it out. And step into your new reality. I want you to go into that room we started to design, and I want you to put a mirror there, a mirror that reflects your highest version of yourself only. It cannot show you anything else. That is what it shows you. It sees through you and reflects back your soul, divine power, your full authentic self and magnetism. And I want you to put in a wardrobe full of clothing that reflects that. You don't have to know what kind of clothes it is. Just know that you put in a wardrobe filled with that kind of clothing, accessories, that kind of reflects your outer being reflects who you truly are inside. And I want you to put in a big bed where you can recharge and always come back and kind of fill you up with this pure self-love, self-trust, and decide if you want to turn the magnetism on or off. Sometimes you maybe want to be incognito, and that's totally fair. You can do that here. Some of you will see this very clearly. You're people that visualize, you see pictures. Some of you will just have this kind of gut feeling, these emotions. Some of you will feel like you just imagine things. Everything is well, everything's fine, everything is good, everything is your unique power. Some of you maybe will hear sounds, smell or taste more than you actually see. It's fine. Trust yourself. Some of you maybe hear like a part of a song that represents this. That's fine. Maybe you need a record player that only plays songs that represents this version of yourself, this highest version of yourself. Trust your instinct, trust your intuition. You're unique, powerful. The energy is still moving. We're starting to reach the end of this session, but I still have some energy to close down. So please stay with me while I'm finishing this. If you want to learn to do this kind of energy work yourself, I have an academy, Energy Healer Academy, where I teach this stuff. So if you feel called to know more about me, know more about this energy, that you maybe feel very connected to me, or you get strong reactions, or you get reactions from these sessions, you have the possibility to become a healer yourself. If you want to know more about that and learn more about the Energy Healer Academy, what I teach, how I teach, you can start with a free masterclass that is linked in the descriptions and in the first comment. And trust that, like, if you feel very called to this type of energy healing and feel connected to me, there's a reason for that. Follow the breadcrumbs. You have things to activate. All of you who just watch my YouTube and you comment and you like and you share, that's like, it's so important for me. It's so powerful to subscribe. It helps me a lot, so thank you for that energetic exchange. Deep breath in and out. Okay. Check in one more last time. Yeah, we're done. Well done, my loves. Talk to you soon.